And we are live. Welcome everybody to Recon. It is Wednesday, the 27th of May, and it's getting heated up down here in Florida. We've got a nice conversation to have right now because we want you to decide if you are an obedient agent, or let's have a nice alliteration like my Baptist preacher always says. Are you compliant or are you competent? Today, we're going to be talking about scenarios in which basically like the thumbnail says, sometimes our clients want us to jump through hoops for them. Anybody ever experienced that? And again, there's some things that we have to allow them to experience on their own. However, there is a line that you shouldn't cross, and that line goes from compliant to competence. We're going to try to clarify that line for you. Louise, get some people up that want to get into a role play so we can make the point. There is a difference between compliant and being competent.
We are starting off strong with Darlene Harris. Thank you, Darlene. We'll follow up with Robert if he's game. And so let's go with Darlene and Don.
Okay, let's go.
I'm a seller and I have an offer from a buyer. So, Darlene, I want to counter these people, but I don't want to give the house away.
Okay, Don, I can understand that. All right. So, what is the offer that you have so far?
Well, you sent it to me.
I know. What did you think of it? That's what I'm asking.
Well, it's too low, and I don't want to say no to them. So, what's your strategy for not giving the farm away, but still leaving some room for me to net?
Okay. Well, Don, the first thing that I would say is, what are you, based on some of the discussions we've had before, what are you willing to offer the buyer in exchange for this reduction that they're obviously asking for?
Did you ask that right? That sounded backwards to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's because I'm nervous. Okay.
Don't be nervous. You're great.
Yeah. All right. So, trying to rephrase here. So, we know that in negotiations, sometimes the buyers are offering less because they're hoping that you're going to offer them something, maybe a concession. Okay. So what are you willing to offer them?
So I'm going to put a pause here in a second. So I tell you what, we'll do this because you guys have seen the offer. We don't. So we're kind of flying blind. So let's set it up. The home is listed for $500,000. They're coming in at $475,000. It's been on the market 10 days. Okay. So there's a scenario. And basically, Darlene, the road you're going down, that is the concession. I don't know if a seller has to do another concession, but now, Don, here, I want you, like the picture says, many times the seller wants to be in control. And the younger you are, or the less amount of experience, if they think they can get away with it, they're going to push on you. Don, push.
Okay. So, Darlene, the 475 is way too low. Been on the market 10 days. We'll come back like 495 and they can take it or leave it.
Right. Well, that's fine. We can stand firm on that amount.
Good.
So let me add a little level here. This is where I wanted to go. I'm insulted, Darlene. I want to counter at 510.
Okay.
Yeah, this is too low. Obviously, I think I get 510. Why don't you write in an offer for 510?
If they want to insult me, I want to insult them.
That would make me happy insulting them back. Yep. Let's go back at 510, show them how ridiculous they are.
Well, if we're going to show them how ridiculous they are, why don't we just counter at 525, Don?
Yeah, you're my kind of agent right there.
Let's go.
Okay, so we'll stop a second. Again, this is the scenario I'm trying to draw. Don was being pretty reasonable, asking for your advice. Typically, if you have a buyer or seller asking you something, they're not asking you to jump through hoops. It's when the buyer or seller tells you what they want to happen. Typically, that could be a sign that may be out of bounds. Does that make sense, Matt?
Yep.
My fault. Sorry.
Okay, so let's try it again. Next.
Danny, would you like me to play on that scenario or switch?
You can make your own up, but
Okay.
you are a buyer or seller that is putting the bit in the agent's mouth.
Okay, so I put it in the chat that I'm a buyer who wants to see homes without a pre-approval letter. Hey, Robert, I sent you an email of the homes that we'd like to see this weekend.
Okay. And have we gotten your pre-approval all done yet, Luis?
No, we haven't gotten to that. We haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay. And Luis, what are we hoping to accomplish then this weekend?
Well, I want to see what's out there, and hopefully, if we find something we like, then I'll call the lender and I'll get the pre-approval letter going.
Okay. And Luis, so if we find something that you do like a lot and that you fall in love with, and we lose that home because we don't have the pre-approval done, is that going to be disappointing to you?
It would be, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's a buyer's market, and homes have been on the market for a while.
That may be true, but we also are seeing homes still selling, are we not?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I hope they're selling. If not, that's even better for us, right?
Well, that would be better for you.
Can I tell you?
Unfortunately, I can tell you, yes, we are still seeing homes selling. So the fact of the matter is that what I'd like to accomplish is the last thing in the world we would want, Luis, is for you to end up upset with yourself, and more importantly, I don't want you upset with me. And so if I'm not doing my due diligence to help you to be in the best position to buy, that would make you upset with me, would it not?
Well, yeah, I don't want to be upset with you, but I don't have the time to pull all of the documents together for the pre-approval. And today is Wednesday. I don't think I'm gonna have the time to do it before we get it through the properties.
Well, Luis, our absolute best bet is going to be to figure out a way to get those documents together. Is there something we could be doing to help you to get those things accomplished?
Well, I guess I can go to the open houses this weekend, right?
Certainly. I mean, you're more than welcome to go see open houses.
If not now, when? If not now, when?
Yeah.
If not now, when?
Yeah.
Ingrain that into your mind. When they say,
Yeah.
I don't have the time to do it now. If not now, when? It's because this is going to be a constant. This is the perpetual. I see a home. It's like a whack-a-mole. I see a home. I like it. We go see it. It's sold. I see a home. I like it. We go see it. It's sold. Whack-a-mole. Got to stop. That's compliant. So
Yeah, I'm going to add some slides behind me if you want to take a couple snapshots or whatever. They're short. Maybe Louise will put them in the chat. Is that the compliant agent focuses on the relationship. The confident agent focuses on the results.
Mhm.
And I was letting that go because I wanted to find out if who was going to give in. Or were you going to go ahead and capitulate and show homes? Listen, here's the thing I want you all to know is that when she said, well, it's a buyer's market. I mean, the homes are lasting longer on the market, right? Yes. However, does that mean all homes last on the market, or do some homes sell like in the first few days, like in any market? Does that happen, you guys?
Yeah.
So why do the best homes sell first?
Because they're the best homes.
They're the best.
Mhm.
So again, you go down this road until you lay all these cards down, then basically you're going to have to get a little bit tougher. The thing is, all right, so when you go out this weekend, I know it's your first weekend off. If you are looking for one of the best homes, it's going to break your heart because the best homes sell first. Now, if you want a leftover home, then that may be something else we can consider. Always remember, guys, it's very simple. The best homes sell first, and the ones that are left are called what?
Leftovers.
Leftovers.
One of the sayings that I use, or my scripts that I use, is the very best deals sell quickly in any market. Would you agree? And then what I remember that stories tell, facts sell. So when they start going on the, well, it's a buyer's market and there's a lot of homes and they're sitting on the market a while, go right to a story. And you can use my story. And I'll be very quick about it. And it just happened a week ago. Louise, I want to tell you a story if that's okay. And then you can decide what to do with it. I had a client call me. They wanted to go see a property. And they wanted to see a few. But there was one, as soon as we saw the pictures, we're like, that's the one. It had been sitting on the market for 62 days. We go and see it, and it is the one. Now, my client in this case had their pre-approval together, but her partner wasn't able to see it when we saw it and wasn't able to see it for 3 days. Guess what happened on the third day, Louise?
Bye.
It was gone.
They got another offer. Well, guess what? We made an offer, but we lost. Guess what wouldn't have happened if we were ready to act, whether it be a pre-approval or a partner, on the first day? We wouldn't have lost it. That's where I was going. Guys, stories tell, facts sell. So you tell it, and then you end with a question. Would you like to be like her? That my client was a her.
So I'm
Would
going
you
to
like-
take it to the next level, guys, here first, and give you an example of at what point. So if all those little magic tricks don't work and they still want to work, they still want to go out this weekend without a pre-approval letter. So why don't you suggest that, Matt? I'll just role play with you and I'll be the agent. You still want to go look this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, hurting's not going to look, right.
Say it again.
Looking's not going to hurt. Hurting's not going to look.
Yeah, you can go
reversed
out and
it.
look. That's great.
Awesome.
However, I'm not going to go out and show you homes unless you're ready to buy them. Is that okay?
That's okay.
No, you're not.
No, it's not okay. No,
No, it's not okay.
I want to go see property.
That's right. Okay. Well, we already had the conversation about what making the first decision you should make is to hire the right agent. You made that decision that I was the right agent to help you, right?
Yep.
And I am the right agent because I'm focused on results, not making you happy. And here's why. Because if I basically take you out and you're not ready, so you can look at homes that you can't buy, I'm saying no to who somebody is ready. And that means that when you're ready, I won't have time to take you out when you're ready because I'm taking somebody out who isn't ready. So I know this isn't what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. Do you want an agent that basically would be 100% with you when you are ready? Now, are you able to have that conversation? Now that's not even being direct. That's being a fuzzball.
Mm-hmm. And you guys can use analogies as well. You can layer analogies in there. Just like Denny said, you hired me because I'm the right agent, and my skill and expertise and holding accountable, whatever phrases you want to inject into that. This is no different, Denny, than if you went into the doctor and you needed a serious treatment to resolve an issue. And they just said, we could probably kick it down the road a few years. Is that really the doctor that you want to help you in a time of need? When the only way to resolve your issue is the treatment. But it's okay. You don't have to get it. We can wait a while. Just analogies, guys.
Absolutely. That's where I want you to be able to get to that point because that is great representation. All right, next.
Next, Ellie and Kelly.
All right,
what do
Kelly's.
you-
All right, Ellie, I don't really like this $500,000. We listed my house at $500,000. I don't like this offer at $475. It's really kind of ticking me off. So let's just trash this offer.
I understand your situation here. Of course, we want to get the best number out
Stop,
Just-
please. My teeth are itching.
there. Okay,
Just
let me rephrase
no,
it.
hold
Okay.
on. This is for Ellie. It's not just for you. We do not need to inject these land acknowledgments into every single conversation. I completely agree with you. We need to get you this, that. And Ellie, you're not the only one. I'm not chastising you. Almost every person on here gives some type of land acknowledgement. He said, let's just throw it in the trash. Or whatever. What did you say?
Yes, that's he said.
Let's trash it. What
Let's
just
trash it.
hold on. Yeah. Be really concise. What does that mean? Trash
Okay,
it. What
Kelly.
does that mean?
What's it mean, Kelly?
Oh, that means I don't like it. I'm upset about it. Don't even want to respond back to it.
Okay. And how would you feel if not another offer is not coming in the next few days?
I don't care, but I don't like that one.
Okay. Would you be opposed to counter offer at the number that you're happy with?
Yeah, let's counter back at 510.
Okay. I'll prepare the documents for you.
Whoa. Yeah, what if he asked you to wash and wax the car too? Would you do it?
No.
Here, and let me give you a better way to ask the question. Kelly, you want to trash this one?
Yes.
What would the number have needed to be that you wouldn't want to trash it? You would at least want to counter them.
We need to have it at least 495.
Okay. So under 495, your solution is trash. 495 or above.
Yeah, they really pissed me off, man, with this 475.
Okay. And I agree that if I were in your shoes, I might be upset to this point. Can I make a recommendation?
What do you mean you might be upset?
I'm not in your shoes. So my scenario might be different in this case. So each scenario is different. Can I make a
But
recommendation?
aren't you working for me?
I am working for you. However, when an offer comes in, do you want me to get in the emotional trenches with you, or did you hire me to be objective?
Well, I need you to be objective, but
Good.
I don't like it.
Good. I accept that you don't like it. Can I make a recommendation?
Go ahead.
It's not going to kill you to counter them. What's the number you'd like to counter them at?
I want to go back at full price and see if they're really just yanking my chain here.
Okay, I'm going to end the role play there because then I would talk about like, okay, well, if we lost this offer, blah, 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 blah. Do you see the difference? I'm sorry to hijack your role play, Ellie. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
No land acknowledgments, no attachment. And even when he tried to call me out. Aren't you pissed? And I've had this before. You do not want me to get emotional, Kelly. That's not why you hired me. You hired me to be able to remove the emotion from it and not get in the emotional trenches with you, to be objective. Is that still what you want? Okay. Denny?
So now I'll be the one throwing in the analogy. All right. So we can trash this if you want to, Kelly. Not a problem. So my question is, what do you do for a living?
I'm an electrician.
Have you ever walked into a scenario that your initial opinion turned out to be incorrect to the final outcome?
Yeah, that's happened before.
And part of the thing you hired me for is to find out if there's a possible outcome there that might be available that maybe you can't see at this point in time.
Yeah, that's why I hired you.
So, can I make a recommendation?
Go ahead.
You can be upset with the buyer all you want, but don't be upset with the offer. It's only a piece of paper.
Yes.
What number?
I mean, aren't you upset? Aren't you upset with me?
No, I don't get emotionally attached, because if I were emotionally attached, I couldn't give you my best professional advice.
Fair.
So, does that make sense to you?
That's fair, yeah.
So there is a number that you would sell it to, you would accept on this piece of paper, right?
Yeah, you and I have discussed that before.
And what is that number?
495.
Okay. Now, again, you could use that discussion, but here's the thing. If he wanted to counter it over asking price, I would not let him.
Well, let's go there then.
I wouldn't let him do it. Now, if you want to find out, we can come to master, we can take the time to do it. I am not that obedient. You know, if he's got a flat tire, I'm not going to go slit his other three. My wife, who's married to me, still kind of likes me, but she didn't like me when I first met her. It's hard to believe. So some things initially, when you examine them, they don't turn out the way you think they're going to. So again, how about the response, Matt? Aren't you emotionally upset? No. You pay me not to be emotional.
Yep. I had the situation I had when that came up was they said we got a couple offers in. I think this was during COVID, and they said, "Oh, this is exciting. Aren't you excited, Matthew?" My reply, "No." Literally, no. You hired me not to be. If I got excited like every other agent does, because I know people I'm looking at on this call right now get excited when they get offers. I can see the smiles on your faces, some of you. You get excited when your client gets an offer. Shame on you. It's exciting to get an offer, but you should not get excited because that completely removes your ability to advise them in their best interest from the table. So I said to that client, you don't want me to be excited. Most other agents do get excited. And guess what they do when they get excited? They forfeit their ability to advise their client.
Yeah, you don't want your surgeon boo-hooing and crying all over you when they're doing your surgery, right?
Right. Yeah.
Number next, let's go.
Okay, let's go, Don and Jose.
Jose, this offer at 475 is stupid. It really ticks me off. So you know what? Just throw them back. Let's come in like at 515 and show them we're serious. Are you?
I hear you, Don. Can we sit down and have a serious conversation and just ask you to put the emotions aside and just look at this as a piece of paper?
What do you mean? It's my house. It's not a piece of paper.
Right. But the offer came in a piece of paper, right?
Yeah, but it's a stupid offer. So you know what? Let's be stupid back.
I agree with you. Outside of the number that's on the piece of
That is
paper, Don,
what?
is there a
Myra,
number
please
that
mute yourself.
I'm so sorry.
is there a number that would make sense to you?
Yeah, 10 days on the market, full price, 500,000.
Okay. And if this buyer who wrote this initial stupid offer would accept, would that be okay with you?
No, right now I'm ticked. 515. See if they're for real.
Can you be mad and still spend their money?
Help me understand, Don. Because what if you got another offer from a different buyer for 500? Will you accept that?
Absolutely, because they didn't tick me off.
Okay. Can we back up a little bit and just put the emotions aside? What if we don't get another offer at 500? How would that make you feel?
I'll deal with it then. I'm not selling it to people that are trying to rip me off. That's all. They can't have it.
Got it. I don't want you to have that feeling, Don.
What
But we have
leads
to
you to
be-
believe they're trying to rip you off?
Well, 475. We've been on the market 10 days. I got the bird bass and all that. My house is worth at least 500, if not more.
Could it be possible that they just didn't hire a Matthew and maybe they're getting poor advice? Could it be
Yeah, well, that's their fault. Dumb.
right? Do you see where I'm going though? Could it be possible that they don't have somebody like me in their corner advising them on how to structure an offer properly?
Yeah, so you go back and tell them you made us mad, you're going to pay more.
Okay. Can I be really direct with you and not lose your favor?
Sure.
In my humble opinion, your anger is pointed in the wrong direction. We know nothing about these people. They could have an agent that just got their license yesterday telling them to just throw out whatever offer they want. So can I professionally recommend that cooler heads prevail here? We take a moment. We can hang up the phone. You can go think and just ingest what I just mentioned to you, that we don't know what's going on the other side, and they could be getting piss poor advice.
Well, then that's their fault for being stupid.
So stop that role play in a minute. So he's appealing, right? But this person in Don's age probably has bought a home before.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do with that?
You flip you flip it.
Flip it. When you bought this house, did you pay asking price, Don?
No, I did not,
Why?
because I wanted to get a good price, good deal.
Were you a bad person?
No, I don't think so.
Do you think that maybe this other buyer could be just like you? So, I mean, there's a lot of ways to go down that road, you guys. A lot of ways. And sometimes like hanging up the phone and let them think about it is one of the best ways. All right, we have time for one more. And who's up?
Okay. Next is Anatoly with me. Anatoly, are you ready? You're on mute.
Come on, guys, be ready.
Anatoly, I'd like to see the homes, but I don't have my pre-approval letter yet. Is that okay?
My suggestion to you to be pre-approval like this, we go have pictures which houses I could show you and which houses you could be.
I think you're confusing. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say she's not pre-approval,
Right. She doesn't have a pre-approval. Yep.
and to be not waste time to show property where she's not be comfortable to afford,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to get pre-approval first before she to show
She
the
wants to look at
properties.
homes now. She wants to, I want to look at homes this weekend. Will you show me?
We could show you the home, but I think it's the best way to start with pre-approval. Like
I'm
this,
having
we
a
go,
hard time
no,
picking it up, Matt. I can't
Yeah.
hear him.
Yet you're a little soft, Anatoly, but that's okay. So remember Matthew's only objection handler when he first got a license? You can use that here. I don't know how many people remember that.
Are
Some
you
do.
nuts? Is that it?
Yeah. Are you nuts? Exactly. No. Anatoly, how do you think that might benefit you? I'm happy to discuss showing property to you. How do you think it would benefit you to look at it without a pre-approval?
this is not by waste
This is
your
good.
time and my time together between
Well,
to
yeah, it's a
show
way.
you property.
Right. It's a waste of time. So what we're doing here is we're trying to give you the frame. We're doing our best, and maybe we're doing poor in some situations, to give you the framework of how to communicate these things, because these are tough conversations, guys. But when Luis says, I don't have my pre-approval, I understand I don't have my pre-approval. Can we go out and look at property? The comedian side of me says, well, do you go grocery shopping without your wallet? Like, what?
Oh, I know people that do.
Yeah, well, I guess. But ultimately what I want to find out in this scenario, guys, and you have the permission to use out of curiosity, happy to discuss showing property, but how do you think it would benefit you to go out before we have an approval and then shut up? Denny?
Yeah, I'm just kind of putting a bow on it here. I've got a list behind me of certain things where the buyer or seller may want you to be obedient. I had one happen just before Recon. I'm helping one of my agents negotiate a contract. And they told me, well, go ahead. I won't give you the details, just doesn't really matter. But go ahead and tell them what our counter price is before we find out what the contingency is about. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to share part of our counter offer, because I want to get it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Many times, and they're not trying to be obstinate. They're just like thinking, this is how I would do it. Just like I had a TV guy over working on my TV. He couldn't get the back of the TV off. I'm thinking maybe I should give him some advice. I went and watched the YouTube myself on how to get the back of the TV off, but I don't do it every day. So they don't do it every day. So understand that you guys are hired for results. And sometimes that means the conversation has to be a little bit what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Last point, this is not about when you list the home and they want to change the pictures around or rearrange the pictures. Or they want to put a semicolon in when you're talking about the pool and then the amenity center instead of a colon.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that's crazy, but I'm not talking about not allowing them that freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't do it, they're going to blame the fact there's a colon there, not a semicolon. But when it comes to surgery, guys, don't let them grab the scalpel and start cutting on themselves and you nod along the way.
Yeah. And guys, when it comes to like the descriptions and things like that too, I just had that recently on one of my listings. She wanted it to reflect this number of upgrades and she wanted it to say this. And I said, absolutely, we can make that change. So long as you agree that that's not the reason it's not selling.
So I don't know if we scratched the surface, if you got any benefit from it. I trust you did. It takes a while to grow whiskers if you know the metaphor. Anyone want to share an aha they had today?
Lori.
I actually have a question. I mean, I have a ton of ahas, but if the is there a role play video that I can go back to where it would be reversed? The buyer, you work for the buyer, obviously, you know, they hired you to represent them, but they want to put in a really low offer on a home that's priced well, just came to the market. I struggle with being very bold and upfront. Like I struggle with my words.
Well, it's not about being bold and upfront. It's just about asking them what their expectations of this offer are. It's like, well, how do you think they'll respond?
Right. I say that, you know, I sometimes say, you know, how would you feel if they don't accept this offer?
No. It's always tee it up. Well, how are you hoping they respond? Like, and I know they might say, oh, well, I hope they'll accept it. Yeah, well, I hope so too. If they don't, how would you feel if we wrote this offer and, well, frankly, we never heard from them again? Would you be disappointed? And
So,
then you go back
Do you ever, sorry, go ahead.
No,
let's
you
go
please.
ahead. We can do this on Master, you guys, on Friday. You can
Yep.
bring it up.
Sure.
That's here. I mean, we didn't really role play it, but the buyer's offer strategy. I mean, many times they have a way to do it. That's the way they did it in 1908, or that's the way their folks tell them to do it, or that's what they saw a chat told them offer 20% under. Some crazy strategy. That is the same as them grabbing a scalpel and starting to cut on themselves.
Robin, real quick, you got one?
Yep, I do. If not now, when? Love that sentence. Been pinned down several times, and that would have bailed me out like real quick.
Yeah, and guys, what he's referring to, just in case you missed it, it's like when the buyer, it happens all the time with buyers. Oh, I just don't have the time to do that right now. My dog ate my homework, the way my bank accounts work, this one and that one. If not now, when? Yeah. If you can't do it now, when can you do it?
Debbie,
guys,
quickly.
Well, yeah, he took one of those right out of my mouth, but the other thing is just that simply, how do you think that will benefit you? You know, just when you're kind of stuck, just say, how do you think that will benefit you?
It's a catch-all. Yeah, it's a catch-all.
Yeah.
You can use it in many scenarios.
Right. You guys, thanks for being on. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
Love you guys. Bye.